What's happening? Man, I hope you guys are doing great today. I'm doing excellent, as usual. I wake up hyped. I be ready to go. Rep my city. I be ready to rock, bro. I ain't kidding you. I wake up happy, feeling healthy every day, feeling good every day. Make sure my mic is on. Hope you guys are doing well today, man. I am doing excellent, and this thing is hanging on. I'm doing excellent today, man. I wake up feeling good every day, feeling blessed every day. I open my eyes, and I didn't have to. Let me turn my jazz down. Y'all know I gets down with my jazz, baby. It's all about the music. There's nothing else going in my head but that music. All them lyrics. Watch out there now. All right, guys. I got asked a very interesting question yesterday, right? I was out on my route and I got back to the plant. He said, got a question for you. I said, I got an answer for you. Even if I got to lie to you, I tell it to you. He said, man, you always in a good mood. I said, hey, my happiness is my own. You feel what I'm saying? It belongs to me. Can't nobody disrupt it unless I give them permission. You see? But anyway, he asked me a question. He said, how would I calculate my interest, right? He said, I saw your class the other day, and he said, you calculated the monthly. I said, yeah. He said, the monthly and the daily. I said, yeah. And then he said, you calculated the year. I said, all right. He said, how would I calculate, let's say if I have, $10,000 I owe. I said, okay. And I get paid, right? I said, okay. Then he said, and I put that money in there, right? So, good morning there, Wealthy VIP, what's happening? So what if I put that money in there, and how would I calculate my interest? That is a very, very, very good question. And I'm here to answer it for you today. I promise you. If you're new to my channel, welcome. We welcome you. Welcome. Welcome. I have rules to my platform. I always say this before I start class. One, we don't judge nobody on my channel. If you get on my channel talking crazy, I will block you. I will give you popcorn and I will block you. I ain't got no bad feelings about it. Don't feel bad though. You ain't the only one gonna be over there. It's some over there. They just misbehave. Don't know how that, like a little kid. I can't understand, so I'm gonna disrupt the class. We are adults over here. You and I, we family. And I will not allow nobody to get on my platform to disrupt my family. Talk about my family. Okay. People feel safe to talk about their finances, right? To talk about their finances when there's no disruptions. Do you understand? When there's no disruptions or somebody's talking bad about them, that's why people don't want to talk about finances in front of someone else or talk about it with them because they feel a certain way. And I'm not going to allow that. Sorry. If you're going to do that, go to another channel. That's all I got to tell you because I'm going to protect my family. That's you. All right. I'm not worried about myself. You can really talk about me all you want. It just bounces off me. It just bounced off me. I'm not going to allow you to disrespect my family. That's you. You understand? All right. Trying to give everybody a chance to join in. If you see my feed, they coming. They coming. Come on. Like Michael Jackson say, come on. What we're going to do today, guys, I want you to understand the math when it comes to doing business, okay? Nothing fancy. We ain't going to do no algebra. We ain't going to do no trigonometry. It's just plain and simple addition, subtraction. Today, we're just going to move a decimal, okay? Because I want you to understand interest rates and how they work and how they calculate it, right? Remember what I told you guys, right? I want you guys to start thinking like a bank, not a consumer. Think like a bank, right? When you owe the bank money, right? The bank look at it as rent that's being charged daily interest. So let's say like my PLOC, right? Personal line of credit. PLOC. PLOC, right? My PLOC right here. Let me get to this side. Yeah. My PLOC right here is a 9.99%. Okay? It's a 9.99%. Okay. Now I borrowed $30,000 for an investment, right? Now, when you get your PLOC, how do you get a PLOC? Go to a bank or credit union. Ask them, do they offer one? If they don't, fine. Go to another bank. Go to another credit union. Don't get discouraged. If you got good credit, someone will give it to you. Okay? They're not going to mention them to you. They're going to mention to you a loan. That is the bank's baby, a loan. I tell my family, that's you, we can discuss these matters. Stay away from loans. If you can get a loan, you can get an open line. Okay? New view of your life. Hey, I appreciate the glam. What's happening? Welcome. Welcome. All right. Okay. We're going to have two different balances. Okay? And I'm going to show you guys. Pick her up. What's happening? Welcome. And we're going to have two different balances, right? I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Don't try to take it all in at once, okay? I try to tell people this. I've been doing this for years, okay? Don't try. Take bits and pieces, okay? Take a screenshot of the board when I'm done and just go over it in your head, okay? But you got to know what you're being charged, okay? Now, what we're looking at is simple math. That's it. Okay. Out of my $30,000 that I borrowed, y'all remember I borrowed my $30,000, right? Now, back up. I took out the whole 30. Don't ever do that. Nothing happened. It's just that I drained my golden goose. I had no more money to borrow. Don't ever do that. That's your golden goose. It's all right to give out a couple of golden eggs, but don't give away the goose. You feel me? All right? Now, it was a very interesting question the young man asked me. And I had an answer for him because I asked the same question years ago. So, let's say, now remember, my interest rate is 9.99%. It is locked in, okay? You can get you one, somebody might offer you one even cheaper because the feds had lowered the interest rates twice, all right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to calculate the interest for two different scenarios. Okay? Trying to get that other one in there. There we go. Let's say we got $17,000 that we owe out of the 30. Okay? They're going to charge me on a daily balance. Okay? So let's say I hold this $17,000. We got 30 days in a month. Okay? Got 30 days in a month. So I want you to know where the numbers are coming from. Okay? So let's say we got $17,000. They charging me 9.99% on what I owe. Okay? On what I owe them. Owe them $17,000. So how do we get this 9.99% to calculate up, right? Let's say I owe, I'm going to make two different scenarios, right? Let's say I had $17,000 I held this $17,000 for 15 days. Okay? 15 days is what I held it in my account, right? This is what I owed them for 15 days. And I get paid, right? So I decide, you know what? I'm going to attack this principal. I'm going to throw $1,000 at this principal, right? So it drops your balance down to $16,000. Okay? So now, for the remainder of the month, That 16,000 ran 15 days. 15 and 15 is 30. 30 days in a month. Okay? So let's calculate how we're going to calculate what our interest is going to be. The first thing we're going to do is multiply the 17,000 times our interest. Now, over here is 9.99%. Over here, we're going to put it in decimal form. So we'll be able to calculate. Okay? Let's put it in decimal form. So the 9.99%, put it in the decimal form, 0.0999. All right? So we multiply these two. What I owe versus the interest rate. And you will come out to $1,698.03, right? Okay. We got that part. Now, once we get the multiplication done of the interest rate, we're going to take the $1,698.03 and divide it by 365. 365 days in a year. Okay? When I get done, screenshot this. Practice it. Okay? Now, we get that number, right? Once we get that number, hey, you again. I did exactly as you said. But beast of love. What didn't work? You can't tell me what you're talking about. Let's do this. Once you get to 365, right? That's per year. And then you times that times 15 days. Okay? He said, oh, just kidding. I hear you. I got the sense of humor. That would come up to $69.79 in interest for 15 days. Yeah? Oh, no, you good. You good, bro. You good, beast. I don't take nothing personal unless you call me late for dinner. So let's do it again. We got 17,000, right? Times the interest rate. Over here is 9.99%. When we calculate it, we want to put it in decimal form. So it's 0.0999, right? So once we get the calculation on what we owe versus the interest rate, we'll get our number here, $1,698.03. Once you get that first number, you're going to divide it by 365 days. That 365 will show you what they charge you per day, okay? Now, how many days did we hold that 17,000 before we deposit another 1,000? 15 days. Multiply that number times 15 and you got $69.79. CMBA kid, what's happening, my brother from another? What's shaking, dog? All right. Now let's say I put $1,000 in here. Okay, after 15 days, I get paid. Yeah, I say, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and throw me another $1,000 at the principal. So it's going to drop my balance from $17,000 I owe to $16,000 I owe. We're gonna make a principal payment on it, right? So we'll do the exact same thing, guys. We're going to take the 16,000 times the interest rate, and that's the number we get. You see the number drop? That's the number drop. 16, 15. This is why I say timing is expensive if you don't use the correct time. It'll cost you. When you're dealing with money, it'll cost you. Okay? So we're going to take the 16,000, multiply it times the interest rate, and you'll get $1,598.04. You're going to divide that by 365, whatever number you get. We're going to multiply that times 15. And now you see how you went from $69.79 in interest to $65.68 in interest? You know? So let me show you. If you add $1,000 to what you owe, you would take both of these, the number that you get, $69.79 and $65.68. Yeah. And you would add those up together. You would add these two numbers up together that you got. There's your interest for the month. Did everybody understand that? Let me bring y'all a little closer. How you doing? And how you doing? Everybody understand that calculation? How did I get that? That way you know how much how they calculating you per month. So you won't be surprised, right? You know if you add an extra $1,000, you're gonna be saving interest. You see the difference? And that's what they're gonna do because you held this one for 15 days and you held that one for 15 days. Now let's say you hold this one for 12 days. Just multiply it times 12. Same exact thing here. How many days did you hold that? Remember, I told you a bank look at it as rent that you holding for 15 days. They're gonna charge you 9.99% on the amount of money that you let sit there, that you owe them. Okay? They think bank don't think in months, they think in days. And you're a bank now. Remember what I told you? I don't want you guys thinking like a consumer. I want you thinking like a bank. You thinking like a bank. So if you got a loan for $20,000 and your interest rate is a 6.89%, something like that, now you know how to calculate it. Well, how much they charge me per day? Well, how much they charge me per month? Well, I paid this much, but now I'm gonna go ahead and knock some more off of it. Okay, how many days did I hold this? Then you start to calculate. Mathematics. It ain't nothing strenuous on you. It's just regular mathematics. You just gotta know how to do it. See, they're betting on you not knowing. That's just business. They're betting on you not knowing. But we family. I don't want you to go down like that, dog. The minute they start talking numbers, I want you to pull your phone out. Give me a minute. No, that won't work for me. You get what I'm saying? And once they know you know the numbers, guess what? Game changes. Their attitude changes. Oh, okay. Well, let's see, can we work these numbers around? You see? But I want you to know the numbers, right? Does everybody understand this, or do I need to go over it again? You guys know I don't leave family behind. If you don't understand it, say go over it again one more time. I got you. Does everybody understand it? Everybody understand how to calculate their interest if they make 2 or 3 payments throughout the month? Go over it again. You got it, Loretta. Welcome, Loretta. Welcome. Everybody welcome Loretta. You go, girl. All right. Anybody else besides Loretta? Don't be shy there. We family. We can talk about these things. All right. You guys good? I always give y'all time to answer. Y'all just waking up. Some of y'all that work in the bathroom listening to me. I know you are. I know you are. Gomez, what's happening? All right, guys. CMA Kid, I see you. Matthew Hamrick, what's happening? Elizabeth, man. Oh, y'all see my feet. It just, I like it. I like it. Welcome. All right. Go over it again. Good morning. Jay Money. No worries, we're going to do this thing. We leave no family member behind. All right? All right, let's go over this thing one more time, guys. I'm going to explain to you what I'm explaining, okay? What I'm explaining is I got asked a good question by a young man. This camera just don't want to act right this morning. I got asked a good question by a young man yesterday. Easy living, what's happening? Good morning to you. He asked me, EQ, I got a question for you. That's all right. What if I make multiple payments throughout the month? How would I calculate what they charge me in interest? See, that is an excellent question. Excellent question. Okay? So I calculated them for him, and he looked at me and said, how do you know all this stuff? I said, I got tired of being sick and tired. I got so tired of being sick and tired. I got tired of being broke. I'm just being honest with you. working 2 or 3 jobs and just wasn't gaining no ground because I didn't have clarity, understanding, and direction. I didn't know which way I was going. Because normally when I ask people, what do you want to do with your life? I don't know. Kind of hard to hit a target you can't see. I'm just saying. All right, guys, here we go. All right, trying to get that 30 in there. Yeah. Before somebody asks me, hey, what's a dollar up top? Oh, it's the first dollar I ever made. My wife framed it. First dollar I ever made in the business. She framed it. It's been up there for years. Just every time I think about it, I just tear up, you know. I need a hug. All right, let's get it. Y'all ready? All right. I have a plot. Let me write this down because somebody say, who? Because I have a lot of new subscribers. Welcome. Welcome, I tell you. Welcome. Personal line of credit. That's what I have. How do I get this? I got good credit. If you got good credit, you can get one. Just go to a local bank or a credit union. You ain't got to be local. Check on the bank online, see if they offer. If they say no, no worries. Go to another bank. Go to another credit union. If you got good credit, somebody will offer this thing to you. Y'all understand? All right? Now, once I got my $30,000, I qualified for 50. Beatrice, what's happening? Good morning. Everybody told Beatrice good morning. Good morning, Beatrice. Look here. When I first got my 30 over here, right? I took the whole 30. Good morning, Kendrick. What's happening, baby? I took the whole 30 and I invested it. What was you investing in? Bitcoin. I'm not saying you do that. That's not what I said. Well, you told me. That's not what I told you. I told you what I do. I never say what you should do. I say this is what I'm doing. So I bought Bitcoin when it was $10,000, right? I bought me 3. And I just set it there in a private wallet, completely offline for my grandkids. And yeah, oh yeah, truth said I did the same. Got to get ahead of the game, you know what I mean? I'll tell y'all a story here after I get done. That wasn't going to happen to me again. So I took the whole 30 and invested. And I was like, after I got to putting my system together, I was like, that was dumb to drain my golden goose. I had no more money. After I thought about it, I was like, sheesh, damn it. Don't ever do that. Take it out in chunks. 2,000 here, 3,000 here, pay it back. 2,000 here, 3,000, then pay it back. You understand? Don't drain the golden goose. It's okay to give away some eggs, but don't drain that, okay? You know, so now, out of the 30, I owe $17,000. That's what I got left. Okay? That's what I got left, $17,000 to pay off. Cool. Let me show you how to calculate this. Let's say I got $17,000. And in the middle of the month, I get paid again. And I throw another $1,000 at the principal payment on it. Well, how much interest are they going to charge you? I got you. Simple math. When I'm explaining things to you guys, okay? We family, we can talk about this. We don't judge, we explain, correct? All right. Bits and pieces. Don't try to understand everything. People get confused when they do that. I did it. Just trying to pile all this information in my head and I got confused. Break it. The old virtual saying, how do you eat an elephant? One piece at a time. All right? So we know that our interest rate is a 9.99%. We know this. All right? Keep my marker. So we're going to bring this 99.99%, we're going to put it in decimal form. Okay? So that 9.99% turns into 0.0999. Right? Just whatever your interest is, convert it over to digital form. Okay? Move the decimal. So we're going to multiply what we owe times our interest rate. You better follow that. We'll come up with $1,698.03, 3 pesos. Right? So what we'll do next, we'll take this number, divide it by 365. It's 365 days in a year. So you take what you owe times the interest rates, you'll get that number. Once you get that number, you divide it by a year, 365, right? Now let's say that you hold this balance for 15 days before you put $1,000 on there. Now you're down to 16,000, right? And you're gonna hold the 16,000 for another 15 days because you don't get paid for another 15 days. Cool, right? So once you multiply the number times the interest, take that number, divide it by 365, and then times it times 15 days. You will come up with $69.79. That's what you will pay $17,000 on a 9.99% for 15 days. So you say, okay, but I threw that $1,000 at it, EQ. I said, no worries, bruh. I got you, sister. I got you, my brother. So we're going to take the same formula, 16,000 times 0.0999. We're going to come up with 1598.4. What I want you guys to understand, interest makes a difference. Look at the number, 1698.3, 1598.3. If I'm not mistaken, you saved about $100 in interest. Okay? So now we're going to take the same formula that we did up here. 16,000 times the 0.999%. You come up with 1598.4, right? Divided by 365, 365 days in a year, fam. Times it times 15 because you held it for 15, right? 15 days. You held this. 15 and 15, that's a month. You got it? That's a month. All right, you got it. That comes up to $65.68. Remember, you was paying $69.79 up here. Now it dropped down to $65.68 up here. So you say, but I put the $1,000 in. I just want to know what I'll be paying in interest. I got you. Take the $69.79 and add it to the $65.68. That's what you're paying in interest. $135.47. All right? It's kind of confusing at first, but don't let the numbers intimidate you. Okay? If you understand, he said the math is straight up spot on. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you. No autograph. Thank you. I had my coffee this morning. Sometimes I get throwed off with them numbers, I be sitting there talking, numbers be everywhere. You see what I'm saying? So, let me flip this around. I'm going to keep telling you guys this. Don't let numbers and interest rates intimidate you. Once you use a formula, simple formulas, you will no longer be emotional about it. You will no longer be emotional about it. Money is emotional. How do you feel about it? Prime example, I bring receipts. A person like me, I probably got about $5.98 in my checking account. Why? I run all my money through my clock. Just run through the clock. Now, oh, you're quite welcome, Loretta. I appreciate you joining in. Welcome. Welcome. Join the channel. Welcome. If the information is valuable to you guys, please hit the like button so the algorithm will kick it out so we can get more people in class, because I want more people to be educated on how to protect themselves. You understand? I want you guys to protect yourselves. The minute they start talking numbers to you, break out your phone. That's not going to work for me. You know what I mean? What is a PLOC? Easy living. Personal line of credit. How do you get one? You got to have a good credit. Just go to your bank or your credit union. If they don't offer it, call another bank, call another credit union. Don't get discouraged. I had a guy go to 3 of them, right? I had a guy go to 3 of them. And the third one finally gave it to him. He said, EQ, I did what you said. I didn't get discouraged. I just kept going. And they gave it to me. Yeah. And I haven't seen my little sister on here, Marcel, yet. I always use her as an example. She inboxed me. She on her way to the bank when she inboxed me. Big bro, I'm going to get that PLOC. I said, okay, I got questions for you. I answered her questions. She said, I hit you back. We'll put my paperwork in, and then I hit you back in about an hour. I said, okay. She hit me back about an hour and a half. She said, I got it. She got $11,000. She's got a 706 credit score. They gave her $11,000. Now she can operate with that $11,000. You see? They don't want to tell you about the PLOC. Why? The loan is their baby. You know? What do we do with the loan? Oh, no, we don't do loans. We don't do loans around here. We scared of loans. Ooh, no. Yeah, You're about the Lion King, like, rah. That it? Do it again. No, we don't do loans. And I explain to you why, okay? What I try to teach you guys is always have money available to you. My personal opinion. I don't tell you what to do. I tell you what I'm doing. When you're looking at money, don't be emotional about it. My money is like this. Okay, what is that money doing for me? Okay, if I got money in my account and it's just sitting there, I'll be like, you lazy as hell. Go do something. That's just me. Go do something. But you always want to have money available to you to make more money. That is the game. Have more money to you to make more money. Right? Now, when I'm about to explain, my old heads know why I tell them don't get a loan. If you can get a loan, then you can get a PLOC. Okay? If you can get a loan, you can get a PLOC. All right. I'm going to use a different marker on this one because we are going to another subject. All right. Hoorah. All right. Here's your loan. Here's your PLOC. Let's say my PLOC payment. Now, your PLOC is going to have a payment, right? It depends on how much you borrow. Let's say I got $30,000 available to me, and I pour $2,000. That leaves me with $28,000 available to me, correct? They're not going to charge me on the whole 30. They're only going to charge me 9.99% on the 2,000. Only what I use, not the entire thing. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the gift. Appreciate you. Okay, let's talk about the loan. Let's say we both got a $700 payment. I use this scenario because it's the easiest one that I know how. Okay, let's say you got a truck, right? And your payment is $700. Let's say you got a truck. Your payment is $700. I got a PLOC payment at $700. Here's the difference. Once you send your payment off, you can't get it back. It's a one-way transaction. Ooh. See you, player from the Himalayas. You can't get that back. It's gone. You can't call them and say, hey, man, look here, man. I sent y'all $700. I like to have that stuff back, man. Security. They're going to think you crazy. Yes, it does report to your credit bureau. Great question, my guy. Moscow Connected, great question. Yes, every time you make a payment in there and you're paying this money back, everything goes toward the credit bureau. This is what I like about my system, right? It's velocity banking, but we'll do velocity banking. Once I know everybody has got that velocity banking down pat, we'll move to EQ money systems. I created that. You'll never go broke. And how? You never. I create systems, not savings. Okay? Savings can be depleted. Systems run by themselves even when you sleep. There you go. All right, let's say you send that payment off. Gone. Can't get it back. Watch what I can do. I'm going to put that payment into my plot, right? That's what I owe for the payment once a month, right? You know, the more I get it down, the less the payment will be. The less the interest affect me. More money you owe, more interest you pay. Less money you owe, less interest you pay. I understand it. Now, once I put my money in, boom, made my payment. They look at that as a payment. I paid it. My wife saying, Poppy, hey, babe, can we go to Atlanta this weekend? I said, sure. Well, I mean, what do you want to do? Oh, no, I just need to get away. All right. Well, all right. Cool. That $700 I put in that plot. Watch this. I'm going to turn right around and take it right back out and put it in my checking account. Oh! And how? You there. You see? You know? Now, personal line of credit. Creditnow.com. Personal lines of credit. You know, when I first started building systems, I was confused because I thought only business can get blocks. I can also get a BLOC. That's a business, right? Now, let's distinguish the two. Let's say I screw this up. My business go flop. Yeah, you can buy the car with the line of credit there, Roy team. I got a CLS 400 Mercedes, right? I bought it with my credit card and then paid it off with my plot. I got to have that cash back, 2% cash back. Yeah! I had to get it, bro. So, let's say I screw this up. I didn't know the economy was going to go bad. Oh, you're quite welcome, Roy. Appreciate you joining in today. You could be doing anything else, brother, but you're right here. Thank you. The economy goes bad. It tanks on me. I lose the money. So, what's this going to do with my credit? My business credit is tanked. But I have both of them, right? My business credit is tanked. It has nothing to do with your personal credit. You still got this. Yeah! You see? It's a game. All you got to do is know. It has nothing to do with your person. Your business account has nothing to do with your personal. It's two different entities. So you got to remember these things. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't understand it. And I get it. I was that guy. I don't judge you. I love you. Group hug. I'm not here to judge you. Even if you get PG it, yeah. I mean, if you tank that sucker, if you tank your business, it had nothing to do with your personal, right? Let's say you got a business loan, which we don't do loans around here, don't you dare. And it tanks, but you also got a personal loan. It has nothing, two different entities. Your business credit has nothing to do with your personal credit. Zero. Nothing. You can roll with it. You can say, well, I lost my plot, but I got my personal plot. You still rolling. So business charge off doesn't hit your personal. No, sir. Doesn't. They look at those as two different entities, right? I give you a prime example. And I asked a lot of questions. I'm a very knowledgeable person when it comes to things. I go question by question, you know, and I ask banks questions. I pop up my doggone camera on my phone and I contact my bank if I got questions. And I talk to them right there, you know. Yes, separate the two. You know, they won't allow you, let's say you got a business. That's a good question, Chris. Let's say you got a business. They won't allow you to mix your personal business and your personal account and your business account. They won't allow you to do it. The IRS won't allow you to do it either because they're going to audit you. So you got to be careful with those two. Separate the two, which the bank won't allow either because let's say you go in for a bank, for a business Open up a business account. Okay, your business account will be separate from your regular account. Okay, so you guys got to understand business is different, right? And this is why I tell people. People say, "Well, won't you just use your own money?" Why would I do that? Rich people don't use their own money. They don't use their own money, not because they're rich, because they're smart. They understand the game. Prime example. I bring receipts. Let's say I got $1 million in my savings account. I gave this example the other day, right? In my savings account, it's mine, $1 million. But I would never do that. But I'm just saying, example. And I said, well, this is new generation, Eric. Thank you for this. I'm 24 years old, CDL. Oh, my goodness. Hey, my pleasure. I appreciate you joining in. Was it EJX Slim? Appreciate you joining in. Join the channel. We family around here. So I decide I want to do a project for $500,000, right? Project. I said, I need $500,000 for a down payment on a project that cost me $1 million. So I go to the bank. I got a good credit score. I got an 832, which I got right now. I got an 832. I show it to you here shortly. So they give it to me. $500,000. So I'm building this project. Let's say I'm building a subdivision. And all of a sudden, the economy tanks on me. And I was like, oh, snaps. So I was like, wow. What the world I just get my doggone self into? Then I lose the money. So I go to the bank and say, I can't pay you back. I have to. This is what people get confused at. Remember, I got $1 million. Keisha Miro, welcome. Welcome. Hello, good morning. This is what people get confused at. Okay, I just lost $500,000, but I got $1 million in my savings account. All they're going to do is put that $500,000 on my credit report. They can't touch my savings. I didn't put that $1 million up for collateral. They went off my good credit. I'm still a millionaire. Understand this game. The rich play it all the time. Chuck Jennings, what's happening, my bro? Good New Year's to you, man. Look here, brother. What's happening? Glad to see you again, my guy. You guys understand these numbers, okay? Now remember, a loan is a one-way transaction. You can't get it back once you make the payment, okay? What, you ain't call me live this for? Oh, Chuck, you're making me feel bad, brother. Making me feel bad. Look here, I'll meet you at the bar. Have a couple. We got to talk about this. Welcome back, though, Chuck. Welcome back, my guy. So I want you guys to understand, right? If you have a loan, you can get a PLOC. See, they want you to, well, let's do this. Take a screenshot of this, guys, okay? Take a screenshot of this. Practice this, okay? Now you know the formula. Take your screenshot, practice the formula until you get it down pat, all right? All right, let's move on. Hey, I appreciate you guys, man. You guys joined in today. I'm going to start my TikTok studio live here shortly, right? So we're going to have an extra class per week, but we're going to get up and personal. I'm going to show you guys how to buy properties. I'm going to teach you guys what colleges don't teach you, because most schools work within a system. They're going to teach you to be an employee. You ain't notice that? They'll tell you to get a degree so you can work for a corporation. That's what they'll tell you. Well, you get your engineering degree, you work for the best companies out there. They don't say nothing about entrepreneurship, do they? They don't say nothing about numbers. Well, you can do this. What's available to you? No, they want you to stay in the system. What do I mean by staying in the system? If you are struggling right now in the financial system that you're in, it's by design. You hear me? It's by design. Let's see, they take away the risk and the reward they end. There you go. If they can keep you working overtime, 12 hours a day, 10 hours a day, if they can keep you tired and frustrated, they got you. Why do I say this? You are not able to think for yourself when chaos is going on in your head. It's chaos, right? It's chaos. So, watch this. You'll stop thinking about your dreams, and all you do is think about going to work. I got to get to work in time. I got to do this. I got to do that. It's by design. From the minute you become a teenager, what do your mom tell? Oh, you got to get a job, right? They teach us to be in this rat race. Then they say, well, you can work till you're 65, and then, you can get your full benefits at 71. Hell no, no, hell no. I'm going to teach you guys. See, I'll be 58 next week, right? If I knew what I knew now, I'd have retired in my 30s. No joke. I'd have retired in my 30s. You see? That's right. That's right. Chuck say they fail to tell you 6% of the people that work till they 65 die within 5 years. He's spot on. You see? Here's the thing. They try to make you work so you won't get your retirement. They'll keep it. They'll put it back in the system. But you work for it. I'm just saying. That's what they're doing. But I teach you how to run systems and be an expat like I'm finna be. If you're new to my channel, my plan is when I retire, right? I got one more year. Yeah, I can retire from my job, 59 and a half. Okay? I work for the Postal Service. I'm your local postman. How you doing? Been there 26 years. Right? If I knew what I knew now, I'd have stayed there 10 years. I stayed there 10 years and be like, holla, howdy. You see? Go into a job with an exit plan. These jobs ain't loyal. Can you tell? Right now, all these layoffs, 1.1 million people got laid off last year, and they already done started layoffs again in January. With systems, you don't get laid off. All you need is money coming in, right? That's it. Let's say you retire. If you got a plot, you can travel. Just run your money through your plot. That's how me and my wife does it. We run money through systems. We travel. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. EQ, aka Poppy. All right. My wife and I, we travel the world. Okay? We're getting ready to take you guys to Africa with us in April. Come on. Bring your bags. Not too many though. Bring them. You're coming. We took you guys to the Dominican Republic with us. We took you guys to Mexico with us. We took you guys to San Juan, Puerto Rico with us. Now, when we come back from Africa, months later down the line, we'll be in Thailand for 2 weeks. Yeah. See? That's right. People jobs have no freedom, K. Michelle. You are correct. There's no freedom in a job. But this is by design. I'm not kidding. You know what I mean? Earlier trip for me then. Come on, Slim. We got room for you. We ain't selfish. You see? Now, somebody asked me, can you pay for a car with a plot? Yeah. But I'm going to show you a trick. Get a credit card that benefits you. Do not get a credit card that does not benefit you. Unless but it still has to benefit you. You're working on your credit. Okay, you can get what you can until you can build your credit up, right? But let me explain to you guys. My old heads know how I paid my Benz off, right? I had a $30,000 open line of credit. All right. So I go to the dealership. I didn't want a car. My wife made me buy a car. She said, "You can't drive your business van everywhere." Yes, I can. It's paid for. Ain't nothing like a paid off car. That sucker rides different. You know what I mean? It even feels different. You just roll down your window and catch the bugs with your mouth. It's paid for. But she said, "I need a car." She said, "I need a car." "Come on, Poppy." Fine. I'll buy a car. She said, "I found one for you." I said, No, you not. Not you. You ain't been looking. She said, "I found a Mercedes for you. You look good in it. CLS 400 Mercedes-Benz." I said, "They don't make those no more." She said, "I know. That's what I'm talking about. I know you like those cars that you can get your money back." It's okay. So I go get the car, right? Well, I go to the dealership. Check it out. The guy wanted 31 for the car. I drove it. My wife said, "You like it?" Yeah, I like it. I said, "But it's got the wrong tires on it." I said, the big tires go in the back and you got to have small ones in the front. I said, "They got the same tires around." I said, "I know about the Benz." It's okay. "But do you like it?" I said, "Yeah, it's good." He's okay. Let's go talk numbers. So we talking to the guy. He said, "Mr. Jones, I take 31 for it." I said, "No." I said, "I give you 25 right now. Credit card. You take credit cards?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "I give you 25 right now." He says, "Let me go talk to my supervisor." Good cop, bad cop. I knew he was going to come back with a different number. Don't play with me. I know this game. Don't play with me. He gets back. I'm sitting there comfortable with my wife. "Can you come up with 29? "No, 25. Best I can do." "Hey, but if you can't do it, I get it. I appreciate you." I said, "Come on, Teddy Bear." She said, "Poppy." I said, "Babe, come on." We walking across the parking lot. Here he comes. Hey. We'll take the 25. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. I said, "Cool." Swipe my credit card. So he wanted, on my credit card, I got $30,000 available to me on my credit card with a 2% cash back on every purchase. Every purchase. So I swiped my credit card for $25,000. That leave me with a surplus of $5,000 still available to me on that credit card. Somebody say, "Man, you crazy as hell." "Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. No autographs." Crazy as a fox. You hear me? So let me slide it around so you can see that board. There you go. So with a 2% cash back, that gives me a $500 surplus. Remember, this guy, he doesn't keep money. Go do something for me. You lazy. You just sitting there. Go do something for me. Put that in one of my investments. So the minute the 2% kicked back and I had that $500 and I saw it, player from the human layers, I see you. Transferred it to one of my investments, right? So my clock over here is a 9.99% APR. Yeah, now this credit card is a 26%. Like I tell people, interest rates don't scare me. I know how to control them. It don't scare me. You can give me a 31%. If you're going to give me $100,000 on that credit card, we in business. Can I get a whoop whoop? I tell you, it don't scare me. So what am I going to do? I said to myself, let's move money. I love it. I like to move money. We family. We can talk about this. I'm going to show you how to move it. I'm going to take $25,000 out of my open line of credit. That leaves me with a $5,000 surplus. Is that not correct? Push this in my checking account. Pay that credit card back off. They're going to report that to the credit bureau. I just moved this 26% into a 9.99% interest rate. Hold on for a second. That puzzle came back in. Boom. I moved that 26% into a 9.99%. And how? You doing? But you say you still owe the $25,000. You are correct. You are correct. But watch what happens. Let's say I get paid, I don't know, $2,000 every payday. Am I going to leave that in my checking? Hell no. No, hell no. Let's say that your saving is giving you 3%. And you say, well, I'm going to put that in my saving. I'm just going to make my regular payment on that. Remember, family, I love you enough to tell you this. You're losing. What do you mean I'm losing? Well, I'm glad you asked. I tell you. They charging you 9.99% up here, and they only paying you 3% up here. Those numbers don't add up. The 9 is higher than the 3. You're losing. You're just wishing down here. Don't judge me. I'm just telling you. So I'm going to take this $2,000 and I'm going to transfer it right into this open line of credit. Now I got $7,000 available to me, and now I only owe $18,000. And I'm going to continue to do that, which I did until I paid the $25,000 back. Over here with the car is paid for. I got the title. They can't take it from me. My car paid for it. In their eyes. I'm going to run the whole thing through my plot. But I got bills. I got you. That's why I say get you a credit card that benefits you. And even if you don't have a credit card, take your bills out of your plot that you owe, pay your bills, and continue on. Transfer. Okay? That's how I roll, dog. That's how I roll. Well, I don't believe in car notes. My wife got a BMW, paid for. I got a Mercedes, paid for. My business van, paid for. We don't do car notes. We do titles. See, they want you to do a car note. Extend it out, right? You know, back when I was growing up, a car note. Oh, you're quite welcome, Kimberly. I appreciate you joining in. Thank you so much. Hit that like button if the information is valuable to you guys. Push that algorithm out, man, so we can get more people in class. Because I want to teach 100,000 people, man. 100,000. I want everybody to join this class to get this information, right? Get this information and use it. It's called it's not a plot, it's a plot. OC, personal line of credit. Okay? Oh, Daniel, you're quite welcome. I appreciate you joining in. Look here. Y'all thanking me, but I thank y'all. You know why? You could be doing anything else, but you right here. You right here. I said, why not $1 million? What do you mean, why not $1 million? I mean, you can do $1 million if you want to. They'll give it to you. That's right. Let them know, Pops, we do titles, not deeds. There you go. I don't do it. I don't do it because they want you to make that payment. See, you don't understand why they set up payments. That is a planned payment, right? Back when I was growing up, you can have they wouldn't let you go no longer than 3 years on a payment, right? I'm in a big hole because of my car. Oh, yeah. Bro, I'm the first time to offer information. Hey, I appreciate you, Said. Hey, I appreciate you. Join the family, Said. Welcome, brother. Everybody welcome, Said. You know what I mean? Oh, teach $1 million. Oh, bring them on, Mark. Bring them on, dog. We're going to have to get more space in the class, though, Mark. I don't think my class will hold $1 million, but we'll do our best we can. I got 2 acres. We'll chop down trees and build another class, you hear me? We'll teach. All right. Back when I was growing up, what I was saying is they wouldn't let you go no past maybe 3 years with a car note, 4 max, right? because they knew, back then, credit wasn't a big issue. You can go almost anywhere to get a car. Right? You both to make it work. Credit card and block. No. That's a good question. Credit, no, he said you need both to make them work. No. Let me show you a trick. Well, hold on for a second. The reason they stretch now, you see, these car notes, 7 years, 10 years. That is insane, man. That's insane. Why do they do this, right? They get more interest off you. The longer you hold on to that loan that they gave you, they lighten you up, bro. Sis, they lighten you up, right? Prime example. I give this example a lot because I try to keep it in small numbers, right, where you can understand it. See? My class, Wu Wei, I appreciate it. Thank you for the gift. I'm going to show you how they light you up. Like I said, I bring receipts. I don't talk that talk. I walk that walk. Let's say you got a house that you bought for $200,000. This is just one example. Please don't get angry at me. I'm just a messenger. Some people are like, man, that ain't funny. I say, you didn't know till I told you. Hey, don't hate. Don't hate the player. Hate the game. Yeah. So let's say you run this for a 30-year term. You got 30-year mortgage. You run that for the entire 30 years, right? If you run that for 30 years on a $200,000 loan, right? That's just an example. You will pay $400,000 on a $200,000 loan that you got from the bank. Yeah, they got you. They got you. Let me show you how they operate. Okay. Let's say you got, let's see what you see over here. Nope. Let's say you got $200,000 home, right? Okay. We'll put another 200 over here. Your first 7 to 10 years, you are paying for the bank's house. Interest only, baby. They got you. That's how they get you. You see? You'll start paying for yours probably about the 11th or 12th year, but you done paid for theirs. Hey, don't hate me. Hate the game. I'm just telling you what they do to you. You know? It's sad and it should be illegal. That's the Gambino family, the gangsters. The banks are the gangsters. They lighten you up. You see? And that's what I be trying to tell you guys, man. Understand the numbers. If you don't understand the numbers, they got you. And if you're a first-time home buyer, let me explain to you about banks, credit unions, whatever, realtors. Don't get me wrong. I love realtors. I got a personal realtor. I got a personal one myself. Love realtor. One of my best friend, Marcus, realtor. But if you're a first-time buyer, they're going to play on your emotion. They're going to tell you something like, this house going to go fast. You might want to get it now. This house going to go fast. Tomorrow I might got another person looking at it. It's a good deal. Here's how I want you to respond. If it's a good deal today, it'll be a good deal tomorrow. I don't play that game. I teach my friends don't play that game. If it's a good deal today, it'll be a good deal tomorrow. What institutions offer plots? Credit unions and banks. Just because one don't offer it, go to another one. Don't get discouraged. Not alone, Delilah. Not alone. Please don't do loans. I beg you, Delilah. Don't do it, girl. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because they set those scheduled payments up for a reason. Okay? So they get the interest off you. They want you to continue to make that payment. I know some people's like, well, I'm going to make extra payments on it and, I pay it off quicker. I'm glad you said that, by God, son. Because I bring receipts. %97 of people won't do it. They'll say they will. You know how many people pay off their house? 1%. Let's see. Hi there. I'm new. Thank you for your gold nuggets. If not alone, what does we do? We get a plaque. I explain that to you in a minute. Hold on just for a second because sometimes I forget what I be talking about. Top of the morning, you was 8:02. Where you been? See, only 1% of people pay their house off. You know why? Remember what I told you guys? Banks, credit unions, realtors, they all go off emotions, right? They study people's behavior. They know you buy a new home between 7 and 10 years, you're going to be ready to move. They understand this. They know this. You see? He said, been in the credit union using the sauce. Go ahead, 802. 802 said he been in that credit union using the sauce, baby. He said he uses the sauce, extra spaghetti sauce. That's what I'm talking about. You see, they're not going to tell you guys about this stuff, man. Why would they tell you? They making money off you being unknowledgeable. I'm not saying, you'll never hear me say you're dumb. Oh, you should know. I didn't know. If you're new to my channel, right, I travel the world with my wife, my baby, my girl, my squire, my little engine, and I study other countries' economics. That's how I come up with systems. I see what they're doing and how I can implement it into my financial life. That's what I do. You see? So only 1% of people pay their house off. 97% of people say they'll pay it off early, but they never do. 97%. They never pay it off early. Now, let's say you can't get a plot, right? Let's say you can't get a plot, but you got a credit card. And I tell people, right, just like I told you, we're family. We can talk about these things. We don't judge on my channel. Recover or become free. Yep. I hear you. I got you. Hey, word up. I got you. We don't take class too serious, right? We take it serious, but we don't take it serious. You know what I'm saying? We have fun with our class. We don't want to be a zipper butt. You know what a zipper butt is? The butt so tight you can just zip it up. Just serious all the time. We ain't doing that. I don't do that. I ain't never serious. My wife will tell you that. Her girlfriend asked, he always like that? She said, you have no clue. She knew it before she married me. Stop it. So, let's say you got a credit card, right? Your credit card I try to keep the numbers simple. I don't claim to be a genius. I am no different than you, and I hope you don't feel like you're no different than me. I don't care what color you are or where you're from. It's how you come, right? Let's say you got $10,000 that you owe on that credit card, okay? With a 26% interest rate. So if you run that for a year, that's $2,600 a year interest. But I'm going to show you how to control this. Remember what I told you? Don't fear interest. You control it. All right? So let's say you're working with me. You say, well, how do I get rid of that? Well, I'm glad you asked. Let's say you don't have a plaque. I'm going to put this down here. People keep asking me what a plaque is. I'll leave this down here. Oh, not my child. Personal line of credit. Okay, we'll leave it there. So what would I do with that? I said, okay. EQ told me to use it as a checking account. I don't understand it. What are you talking about? I'm going to tell you. By God, you hear me? Let's say you get paid $2,000 on your payday. These are just examples. Don't get your draws in a wad. I give you a wedgie. Somebody always say, well, people don't make that much. Yeah. Don't think about the numbers. Think about the process. Okay. I always tell people that. Don't worry about the numbers. Look at what I'm doing, the process. Okay. So they charging me 26% on this credit card. Okay. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that's $12 a day, $213 a month. Numbers is a habit. I'm sorry. All I do is numbers, dog. All I do is numbers. So you got yearly, what they'll charge you. You got daily, what they're going to charge you. And you got monthly, what you'll pay in interest. Right? If you hold this $10,000, you just pay the minimum payment and you hold that $10,000. That's what you'll pay a year. That's what you'll pay per day. And that's what you'll pay every month. They lighten you up, dog. So let's relieve some of the pressure off my family members, shall we? When you get paid, start using this credit card as a checking account until you wipe it out. I'm going to take that $2,000, pay it on that credit card. That leaves you with a balance of $8,000. So they can't charge you 26% on the 10. They have to charge you 26% on the 8. You just relieve some of the pressure. I know y'all want to leave me, but I refuse to let you go. Y'all hear me? Relieve the pressure. Relieve the pressure off yourself. Okay? But I ain't got no money. It's inside the credit card. You're controlling this. Remember what I told you? The more money you owe, the more interest you will pay. The less money you owe, the less interest you will pay. Y'all understand that? Okay? You say, well, I got bills to pay. Set your bills up on your credit card. And just keep working the credit card until that balance comes down. Okay? If you got a bill that won't come off a credit card, out of your $2,000, take that payment out. Put the rest of it back into that credit card until that balance comes down. And so you put another $2,000 in there, right? It's a numbers game. Now they can charge you only 26% on the $6,000. I love you. I love you. You hear me? I love you enough to tell you, don't be afraid. Don't let that scare you. You control it. Y'all understand that? All right? Sound like somebody cutting grass out there, huh? It's winter time. Somebody might be getting their trees cut because I got 2 acres myself. I got to get some trees cut down myself. See, do you buy anything to use the card? Do I buy anything to use the card? Let's say I put all my money in my card. Yes. Let's say you need groceries. Use the card. Because your money is inside the card to control the interest rate. Is it Evelyn? Yes. Your money is inside that card to control the interest rate. That's what you're trying to control, my sister. You're trying to control that hit. Because most people can make their payment, but it's the interest that eats them up. For a mortgage? Yes. For a mortgage, you can, oh, girl, V Hill. Girl, oh, say it again. Girl, you getting me excited around here. She talking about mortgage. Girl, look here. You go get you one of them blocks, and I'll show you how to pay your mortgage off. You hear me? Well, let's get to it. Do, 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 do. Let's get to that. Some of you good people, and may I say, you guys are beautiful today. You're gorgeous. Okay, Miss V, I got a property, right, that I'm getting ready to pay off. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to work my plot to pay that property off, okay? I'm working to get my plot back up to $30,000 so I can pay it off. Let's say I got $30,000 right here in my system, okay? And on that property, I got about 71,200 and something bucks. We'll just put it at 70, keep it even, okay? So I got $70,000, right, that I owe on that property. My payment is $805. Okay. Now, I say to myself, I'm getting tired of paying that $805, and I'm getting tired of holding that $70,000. Watch what I can do, Miss V. I say, you know what? We're gonna start off at $5,000 a pop. I'm gonna take $5,000 out of my open line. That leaves me with availability of $25,000, right? I'm gonna put this into my checking account, $5,000. Then I'm gonna send it to the mortgage company for a $5,000 principal payment only. Now, Miss V, I got $65,000 left on that house. And I just keep doing that, right? When I get paid, Miss V, let's say I get paid $2,000 on my payday. I'm going to dump that $2,000 back in this open line, right? That's $2,000. That'll give me what, $27,000. So I only got $3,000 left to pay that back, and I just keep doing it. And here's the kicker, Miss V. Just continue to pay your $805. It'll come down even faster. You know how much interest you saving on that life of that loan? You saving thousands of dollars. You hear me? Thousands of dollars. You know? Knock that house out, Miss V. Stop giving them your money, girl. You work hard for that money. You go, girl. What you got, Robert? Let's see. Where can I get one of those wonderful plots? Oh, you better talk trash. You can get one from a credit union or a bank. Everyone don't offer them, but a lot of them do. Just because somebody say, "Oh, we don't offer them," that's fine. Go to the next one. They go to the next one. They go to the next one. So I've been with my credit union be 31 years in March, right? So they'll give me anything I want. Plus, I got an 832 credit score. So they look at my credit score and be like, "Yeah, we'll give you 50. We'll give you 50,000. We'll give you 30,000. Thank you. Would you do the same with cash, or the clock is better?" No, I don't want to waste my cash. I try to tell people, see, once you use your cash, I give you a prime example, Ms. V. That's a good question, though. People, they want to say cash is king, right? And I would say yes, and then I would say no. I give you a prime example, Ms. V. We bring receipts around here, right? Let's say, Ms. V, we both trying to save $5,000 for a no worry, Ricky. I appreciate you joining in. Thank you. I'm gonna show you. Let's say D, I can't. Some of those. Let me explain something. For some reason, guys, ever since the algorithm changed, a lot of questions don't come. D, inbox me, okay? Because a lot of questions don't come through. It's strange. Okay, well, nobody say the algorithm has changed. You know what I mean? It has changed. You see? So let's say, Miss V, that we both trying to save $5,000 for a down payment. It's just an example, okay? We both trying to save $5,000. Let's say I got a $30,000 plot. And Miss V, you got you trying to save $5,000. We both trying to save it, right? And I say, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get me a plot. But you don't get one. You trying to save that $5,000. I'm gonna go ahead and take my $5,000 out, right? And leave me with $25,000 surplus. Put that in my checking account, down payment on my property, right? Now, get my property ready. I'm gonna go ahead and rent that out. Two things will happen, Miss V. Okay, you still trying to save, right? You still trying to save your money. And I set my rent. This is just an example. $1,000. We try to keep it easy numbers. I can do two things, Miss V, to pay this money back in a hurry. I can use the rent to replenish the plot. And if I want a double whammy, when I get paid, that's $3,000 right there back into that plot. That means if I put 3 and I borrow 5, I only got $2,000 left to pay that back. You see my point? You know, lower base loan for, let's say, a person could actually ask for a mortgage to bring that 805 down, lower base loan in a 75. I don't want to bring it down. It'll take me longer to pay it off. I'm trying to get rid of it, Royal. I don't want it. You see, people, this is my opinion, Royal. People think it's a huge write-off because you got a house note. That is incorrect. I've learned that. I got properties. That is incorrect. It's not a big write-off because you got a house note. It's not. Unless you got a multi-million-dollar home, you know, that's just wording by the bank to keep you in that mortgage. You see? A HELOC, yeah, you can get a HELOC. Here's the difference. My old heads know this. You've been following me for a while. They know this because I taught them this. I'm not saying a HELOC is a bad thing. Woo, okay? I'm not saying that. But let's say you get a HELOC, right? And I get a plot. Both the same. And I hope this doesn't happen, Woo. This is just an example, okay? Let's say I get sick and you get sick. You just put your house up for collateral. Mine, it'll just go on my credit. See the difference, Woo? Your house is up for collateral. They coming to get it, dog. You can't make those payments. You see? There you go. Customer service. We receive your EP. Oh, I'm reading my phone. See, my bills automatically come off my credit card. Everything I got comes off my credit card. And some people say, well, you shouldn't use credit cards. You know, people used to tell me that all the time. And instead of me investigating it, I used to say, oh, you're quite welcome, Woo. I used to say the same thing. I used to repeat it. Dennis or Denise, personal line of credit. That's what that stands for. People used to tell me all the time, oh, you shouldn't use credit card. That is dangerous. You know, they're predatory. Okay. Okay. What? My credit card pays me 2% cash back. Let me break this down for you, okay? Electric, phone, we don't have cable, it's a Netflix, insurance, we don't have car notes, groceries, my wife's nails, water bill. Yeah, these are the examples, though, right? My boob. All right. Now watch this. Electric comes off my credit card, 2%. Phone comes off, 2%. So on and so forth. Go do something for me. I never hold on to money. Go do something for me. You see? I'm getting paid to use that credit card. Let's say that you're not getting paid to use that credit card. Okay? Let's say your bills run up, I don't know. We just make an example. Your bills running $1,500 a month, right? Let's say you got $2,000 in your account. You take the $1,500 out of your account, that leave you with a $500 surplus, right? $500 left. You pay your bills. What do you get? Zero. You just get your bills paid, right? Now watch what I can do that you can't do. This credit card runs every 30 days. I got 30 days before I have to pay it off. That's another payday. So I'll put another payday inside my account. So now I got $4,000 to pay a $1,500 bill. You got $500 that you gave up. $1,500. Now you got $500 left. It's a numbers game. Timing and numbers. That's what it's for. Timing and numbers. Okay? Did you understand that, Miss V? Timing and numbers. You can do it all with a plot. You can run like a king. That 37. Hey, Denny, thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you for the gift. Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. All right, personal line of credit. That's right. Personal line of credit. Speak the truth, be true. Personal line of credit, okay? So, I'm going to get ready to end my class, right? But I'm going to show you guys my credit report and what they're looking for, okay? But first, let me explain to you about credit. When a person says, oh, you don't need no credit, just use cash. Get away from them. Get away from them. We live in a credit society. So you're going to be able to buy a house straight cash, $400,000 house? Because in my area, that's what they're running for. In my area, you got $400,000 cash. Just asking for a friend. I mean, how many people got that? The average American, if you look at the polls, they don't even have $1,000 in their account for an emergency. But during the pandemic, right, to 2018, people had more money in their savings than they ever had. Why? They couldn't spend. They were locked down. They didn't spend no money. So what they thought they needed, come to find out, they didn't need it. They still survived. But once it opened up, nobody got no savings no more. That's how much we spend in America. Delilah, she says, what do my credit have to be to get I want to get a block. I want to say, don't quote me on this, about a 680. Now, my little sister, Marcel, she's not on here. She's from out of Texas, right? I haven't seen her yet. She got a 706, and they gave her $11,000. So it varies from where you're located, I think. But don't quote me on it, okay? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I hope you qualify too, my sister, because it is a beautiful thing. You run that block and you be like, I ain't got no worries. I ain't got no worries. Somebody come to you with problems on the head. Talk to the hand. Talk to the hand. You know what I mean? I ain't got no problem. I wake up happy every morning. You hear me? All right, guys, let's look at my credit score, right? Is Plock just a credit card? No. A Plock is money the bank will give you to operate with. It's money. It's not a credit card. Those are two different entities. Okay? All right, let me spin you guys around back here. You look at my beautiful cars. My wife put in my office. I always try to do this last on the credit report because I like people to see exactly what the institution is looking at. Now, listen, a credit company, right? How credit works, they don't care about how much money you got. They don't know about your inheritance. They don't know your net worth. They can care less. You ready what they care for? You ready? Your behavior with your money. They follow your behavior to see patterns, right? If you pay your bills on time every month, they looking at that, right? Now, let's say all of a sudden you start being late. Your pattern has changed. Now they start getting concerned. They study patterns, not how much money you got. They study your behavior with your money. Remember that. So, dun, dun, dun. Let me get into my account, guys, and I'll show you what they look for in your credit report, okay? I hope you guys have learned a lot today. If you have, this information has been valuable to you, please hit the like button, push this algorithm out. I want to get a bigger platform to teach more people. I love teaching. I like to teach more people so they can break free from this system that's designed to keep you struggling, okay? All right, let's see what we got here. Come on, Susie, show me what you got. All right. This is my actual credit score, okay? Now, guys, when I show you something, I'm actually doing it. Okay. The numbers, what I show you on the board when I first started out today, anytime I show you, I say, okay, this is what I'm doing with my clock, right? It's my real numbers. I don't get on here and shuck and jive. Like I said, this is an adult channel. This is a safe haven. It's an adult channel to where we don't let nobody come on here and disrupt or try to judge you. We're here to talk about your finances to see if my systems can help you get in a better situation. Because the regular system, keep this in your mind. The regular system is not put in place, financial system, to help you. It is put in system for you to comply. I say it again. The regular financial system is not there to help you. It's there to force you to comply. Okay? Let me flip you around here. All right, let's make it down. There's my credit score, right? Stick it up there for you. I don't want to get too close because the camera starts to distort itself. Now, if you see here, right, just follow my mouse. Okay, I have an 832 credit score. Excellent. This is January 19, 2026, as you can see. So I'm not lying to you. Let me zoom in so you guys can see. See, this is my real credit score, so you can see it. 2019, 2026. Okay, the day is the 21st, but it'll re-up. Let's see if it re-ups. Nope, it's still at 832. So we'll slide here, right? This is what they're looking for. My payment history is 100% on time. Way to go. You're doing a great job paying your bills on time. I got a grade A, right? My usage, I got $120,000 open lines of credit, right? My credit cards, my plot, and other credit cards, right? Out of that 120, I use 1%. Grade A. You're doing a great job keeping your utilization low. So we'll come back over here to account mix. Grade A. I have 8 accounts. You got a great mix of installment loans and revolving accounts, right? Credit usage. Grade A. 8 years and 4 months average. Well done. Your average credit age is fantastic. Now watch how many people have checked my credit. Look at it. Grade A. Inquiries, 0. Way to go. You've got a good credit inquiries grade because there were no recent inquiries on your credit report. Okay? All right. Yep. As you guys can see, I don't talk that talk, I walk that walk. So I'm gonna have a TikTok studio class, right? Oh, Ricky, this website comes from my credit union, right? They put it right in front of you. I'm with TVFCU. They put it right in front of you when you open your account up. You know your credit score, and I love it. Um, run systems on the system. There you go, EJ Slim. There you go. Um, I'm gonna open up a TikTok studio, right? And that way you guys can talk to me. And I know who you guys are. I invite some of you guys face to face and talk. And we get up in personal, you tell me what you have, and I give you my opinion. I never say this is what you should do. You know. Oh, you talking about the D? Which one you talking about? You talking about this report I got for the credit bureau, or you talking about something else? Mm, 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 mm. I'm sorry, some of you guys questions not coming through. This algorithm has really changed, man. I'm serious. If you got any questions, inbox me and I'll try to get to them as soon as I can. Oh, D, this is through TVFCU, Tennessee Valley Credit Union. They'll put it up, but if you want to be able to check your credit, download the Experian app. They got an app. It's free. Just download the app to your phone, and then you can check your credit like that. If they say, well, it's they try to get you to buy into it, and then you can check all three credit bureaus. No need to do that. That'll give you a ballpark of where your credit is located, okay? When you download the Experian app for free, and then you can just check it anytime you get ready, okay? Because if anything changes on your credit, you'll get an alert from Experian, and you can actually look at who's checked your credit report, what your credit look like, the type of credits you have. Do you have information on high yield accounts? Your thoughts? Uh, I don't do savings account per se. I have a lending platform, right? I do a lending account. What I do, I take my money, right, and I lend it out through digital form. Uh, let me show you what I'm talking about. Is it Keisha Miro? Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, let me hold on let me get into this account right quick because I never hold on to money. Me, this just me personally. If you want to have a savings account, you can. I never said you don't have to have a savings account. If that makes you feel comfortable, do it. If you need an emergency account, if that makes you feel comfortable, do it. Me, I don't have neither because all my money is liquid. I can access it at any time. I do ED4204. Hey, if it makes you feel comfortable, do it. You know what I mean? I never say don't do it. I say I don't have one because all my money is liquid. I can get to it, access it anytime I get one. Anytime I get ready. So let me show my little lady here right quick what we got going on. It pops up quickly. Yeah, there it is. Okay, let me get this information right quick, guys. Give me a minute. Okay. I'm gonna flip you guys around and show you something, okay? This is one of my accounts, right? It's one of my trading accounts, right? I don't have much money here because I'm testing this out. Okay, at this cash, right? At this cash point right here, see, I got cash in here, right? 3.76, but actually it's USDC. Let me show you. Okay, this particular account, see, if I put my regular dollars in here, see, this is the digital world. Hear me out, okay? This is the digital world. If I put dollars in here, they won't give me anything for it. This is how the world is changing. And this is what I tell people. I say, you need to pay attention to the digital world. So I put all my money into USDC. That stands for, let me zoom in a little bit. That stands for United States Dollar Coin, okay? They just passed a law for this, right? So it's legal, if you guys didn't know. So my balance for that is $1,486.65, right? I got this loaned out, okay? People borrow money from me. Right now it's at 3.76% APY, right? I've had this thing go up to 10.25%. 10.25%. Okay. Now let's say I put some money in here and I want to lend it out, right? I put it in, and then I just hit the lend button right here, and I lend it out. You see, and right now I've made $16.51 on it, right? And I haven't had this account that long, guys. Just $1,486.65. It's loaned out, and I already made $16, right, and 51 cents. I can pull this anytime I want. Just right here. Just pay the interest on just pay the taxes on the interest that I earn, right? Let me flip you around. Let me show you, let me explain to you why I do systems. You see this particular system, right? My water bill, I stay out in the county, right? My water bill is like $21 every 2 months. Okay. And watch this. I don't want to pay that. You hear me? I don't want to pay that. Not out of my pocket. So watch what's this. You see this system I just showed you? I'm going to put enough money in there where to pay that water bill. Every month, them dividends will pay that water bill. I'm hands-free. I don't have a water bill. I have one, but I'm not paying it. Can I get a whoop whoop? You see? Then I'll figure out what my electric bill running every month, right? And I put more money in here until it covers that and the water bill. I don't want to pay bills anymore. I don't want to do it. I just don't. I won't do it. So why not let your investment pay your bills? Now, watch this. Go live your life. You got money now. Your check belongs to you. Have you ever borrowed against what? You talking about this is not crypto. This is a lending platform. My Bitcoin, nah, it's completely offline and it just sits there. That's for more for my grandkids. My USDC, do I ever borrow against? No. People borrow my money to get more crypto. That's what that platform is about. They borrow from me. I'm the bank. You see? And I got stages I go through my systems, right? I got 5 stages I got to go through before I get to one of my systems called, let me get it right, repeatable capital flywheel. Okay. And once I reach that system and I get it down packed, I teach it to you guys. See, that's the thing. I create it, I learn it, I master it, I give it to you. Oh, this platform right here is called Coinbase. Okay, it's a cryptocurrency exchange. It's legal. It's on the stock market. I will never give you something that's not legal. Okay? You just check it out. I'm not saying join. Check it out. Do your homework. Okay? Evelyn, you better stop flattering me because it'll get you a lot of stuff. I tell my wife that all the time. She's like, Poppy, I'm just gracious to be married to you. You just keep us in standards. I say, girl, you better stop that flattering. It'll get you everything. It's called Daniel. It's called Coinbase, right? You go to the platform and you join the platform, right? And research the platform. Even if you don't want to lend your money in, let me show you how much Coinbase will give you if you convert your dollars over to USDC. Guys, you can remove it anytime you get ready, okay? Let me show you what they're paying for APR, right? Let me flip this. Let's say that you don't want to lend your money out. That's fine. Just sit it there and still earn, guys. Come here. Let's see, can I get this to zoom out? Excuse me, guys. My fingers are fat. Come here. See, can I zoom in on that? Right there. They'll pay you, follow my mouse, they'll pay you just for sitting your USDC there, 3.50%. And it goes up and down with the markets. Okay? Just like mine pays 3.76 right now, tomorrow it may be 7.5 because I got it loaned out. What's going on, Flight? What's happening, baby? You know? Yep. All right. Yeah, that's Coinbase right there, guys. That's the platform Coinbase. You know, you got plenty of cryptocurrency exchanges, but Coinbase I've been with probably about 11 years. I'm into some of everything, you know. See how much has to be in it to lend. Oh, you can have, I don't know, $20, $15. I'm getting ready to dump. As soon as I get to my repeatable capital flywheel, I'm getting ready to dump $3,000 right in there. And I'm gonna loan it out and just leave it. You know, because when I dump that $3,000 in there, it's gonna pay for my water bill. I don't have a water bill anymore. It's gonna pay for it. You see? Is there requirements or you have to maybe brokerage account? No, no D, no choir. Just join Coinbase. Just start an account with Coinbase, and they're gonna ask for a KYC. Please do not panic. KYC stands for Know Your Customer. You do the same thing with a bank. You go in there and give them your information, right? They just want to make sure you are who you say you are. Okay? I've been with them 11 years. I've never had any problem with them. You know, you might run across somebody. Well, I had a problem with Coinbase and blah 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 blah. You need to join Kraken. Coinbase is my choice. I don't knock nobody else's choice. I got Kraken too. I got crypto.com. I got their platform. I got them all. I'm a big cryptocurrency advocate. I am, because it's freedom, you know. But I explain that later. I don't want to get you guys confused, man. Because when you get into crypto, that's a whole different beast. That's a whole different beast, baby. So I ain't trying to teach that to you. I want you to get out of debt first. Because if you're trying to save money and you in debt, you just dreaming. I tell people that. You're just dreaming. You in debt. You owe somebody. Why are you trying to save? Won't you pay them off? Now you got more money to invest. You see? All right, guys, listen up. I'll see you guys again on Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern 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 on Sunday. All right? So take care of yourselves. Love each other, man. Help other people out, right? Yep. 3 p.m. Eastern time. Eastern time, yes. When you learn this system that I teach you guys, right? Please teach somebody else. Evelyn Garcia, I'm working on a system book, okay? Breaking it down, simple terms, what I did, how I did it, and everything like that, right? Give me a little bit. It may take me a couple of months because I want it correctly. I don't want nothing confusing to you. I want to put it in plain English, you know, and here's the beauty of it, right? It's only 20 bucks. It's only 20 bucks. It ain't about the money with me. It's about showing people you can do better. But you need to create systems, not savings. You know? But if you want to have savings, I'm not saying you don't have to. You see? But when I bring this book out, right? It's an electronic book, right? You'll be able to put it on your phone. And I want you guys to study the system. Study the process. Don't worry about numbers, okay? When you're first looking at the digital, don't worry about the numbers. Understand what I be saying about the process. Then you can start worrying about your numbers. Then you can start working with the numbers, okay? Evelyn Garcia, I'm blown away. You better stop that. I'm telling you. I'm very bribable. You know, but anyway, man, you guys share the channel. What I normally do, guys, with my classes like this that I've done today, let me get out of here. Get out of this account. I download them to my YouTube channel so you can watch them over and over and over and over and over again. Okay? So I'm gonna write my YouTube thing on here, okay? I'm gonna write my YouTube channel on here. So you guys can go join the channel. Oh. All right. Hope you guys can see. Don't want to get you too close. All right. Now, my YouTube channel, sometime through the day, I post this to my YouTube channel so you can watch it over again, right? I get it. Some of you guys are busy. You can't stay for the whole class. You got jobs or whatever. Some of y'all at work hiding in the bathroom, watching my station. I'm just saying, you know, it's very interesting. I'm glad I didn't keep scrolling. I'm glad you didn't keep scrolling too. Thank you. You know what I mean? He said, I'm at work now. Ricky, you better get off here. All right, guys. I think it's, let's see. I'll leave it to you. Dot 5414. Okay. I'll leave it to you. Dot 5414. That's my YouTube channel. Okay. I created that just for you guys because people kept asking me, you got a YouTube channel? I was like, I said, no. So I got to find some way to watch your videos over and over and over again. It's working for me, but I need to watch the video over. I was like, well, okay, I'll start one for you. There you go. There you go. I'll leave it to you. Dot 5414. Okay. He said, Chris said, I'm on the F-150 pulling the transmission. You better be careful, Chris. Don't you dare hurt yourself trying to watch this channel. Hey, look at man. I got number love for you guys. You hear me? I don't even know most of you guys, but I love you enough to tell you I believe in you. I believe in you that you can do better for you and your family. That's why I'm here. I believe in you. I don't care what somebody else tell you. I believe in you. And I love you enough to teach you this stuff so you can help your family. All right? Ellen, you crazy. I'm going to cry along too. I need a group hug. All right, guys. You take care of yourself. Much love from you. Yep. I'll leave it to you. 5414. Yep. Dot. Put that dot there. Dot 5414. Okay. Thank you, Judy. I appreciate you. And you guys have a great day, man. Take care of yourself. Be nice to people. Somewhere down the line, some of us have forgot to be human. Okay? Be nice to people. You know, we all got to live on this planet. All right? All right, man. I love you guys, man. You take care of yourself, man. One love. One love.